Police lives matter, only fools say they don't matter. If police dismantle and shut down, the rest of society scatters. Who remain secure, the other social workers who want shot and don't carry a gun. How would that work out? See cops pulling guns from criminals is now wrong, especially if the cop is white and the criminal is not. The cop will get shot, the victim will get shot, and the front the police mob will say cops they didn't do their jobs. So cops are damned if they do, damned if they don't. Cops reach overtime if they stop assailants with a gun. If they don't, the media crucifies them more. While politicians and get a community smile behind safe walls. Cops to protect and save the people. Some are good and some are not. Cops put your lives on the line for the people. Let's protect the good ones. Cops to protect and save the people. Some are good and some are not. Cops put your lives on the line for the people. Let's protect the good ones. If police lives don't matter, your lives don't matter. You scream Black Lives Matter, but think cops don't matter. Whose line do lives go when their lives on the line, brother? That's right, 911. You don't call your mama yet you attack your lifeline, saying blue lives don't matter. Cops get shot and killed in their patrol car, just hanging. Something to hanging up with their lives. Backup's coming, it's too late. The end is already. First coming, hope your left is on the left. They see brighter days coming, cause if coming have something to say about yo. Eternal legend, good cops go to heaven like matters who died walking. Good cops love just and love you too, hombre. Good cops cries like ready to die for you. Each day they're on the job, their lives on the line for you. The next call in their wife's line could be we've got bad news. The least you and I can do is to say thank you. Cops to protect and save the people. Some are good and some are not. Cops put your lives on the line for the people. Let's protect the good ones. Cops to protect and save the people. Some are good and some are not. Cops put their lives on the line for the people. Let's protect the good ones. Is find a power like a black man in their dress. They not like us, no, not like us. Black men don't cross dress. When $10,000 women expenses, how you connect to the people? Is that how you like us? Fag or drunk address. You're the puppet of the enemy. You're not like us yourself. Mothers your right leaders played by woke media, controlled by woke white men to control us. They bought and paid for like Obama and friends. They're not like us. It's no skin color. What's inside mixed the man. Your wolf in sheep's clothing. Truth is you one of them here to exploit black history to push the agenda of the left. The left is puppet colonizer of the black experience, promoting trans and other trash on the left is in black culture, okay? They help colonize black civil rights with the leftist movement. Knives about dead and trans feminists aborting black men. Woke white kids can now attack blacks who don't agree with the left. They help create an America blacks have no value unless they agree with the left. The only way to go forward for us to go forward is to love both blacks and whites. The only way to go forward for us to go forward is to unite, not divide. Blacks can rise by true wind and whites. We must both rise. Whites can rise by true wind and blacks. We must both rise. The only way to go forward for us to go forward is to love both blacks and whites. The only way to go forward for us to go forward is to unite, not divide. Blacks can rise by true wind and whites. We must both rise. Whites can rise by true wind and blacks. We must both rise. They not like us, they not like us, but you're not like us yourself. You're not like us. They not like us, they not like us, but you're not like us yourself. Black men don't cross dress. Peekaboo, you're still looking for 40 acres and a mule. Peekaboo, how much has decades of affirmative action giving you? What was 40 acres and a mule? Was in 1865 fool, and what's the financial value of every law in the US? Pass through the fields of the eye to see blacks get no opportunities than whites. Racial financial laws to discriminate against whites. Even you had the Super Bowl performing songs folks never had in their lives. No audience participation could hear pin drop potions for DEI. Not merit rather than being grateful. You demonize the white man. You hate the white man whose ancestors bought slaves from the African who sold the ancestors as slaves, like the Arabians who tortured more slaves and killed more slaves than the African who killed more slaves and tortured more slaves than the white man. But since you racist, you only mad at the white man. Even in rap this you like, he's not like us, he's a half white man. Good battle rap don't need choose me cause the other side's a white man. The only way to go forward for us to go forward is to love both blacks and whites. The only way to go forward for us to go forward is to unite, not divide. Blacks can rise by throwing down whites. We must both rise. Whites can rise by throwing down blacks. We must both rise. The only way to go forward for us to go forward is to love both blacks and whites. The only way to go forward for us to go forward is to unite, not divide. Blacks can rise by throwing down whites. We must both rise. Whites can rise by throwing down blacks. We must both rise. They not like us, they not like us, but you're not like us yourself, you're not like us. They not like us, they not like us, but you're not like us yourself. Black men don't cross dress. They not like us, they not like us, but you're not like us yourself, you're not like us. They not like us, they not like us, but you're not like us yourself. Black men don't cross dress. If you take shots at God, you ask me to shoot back. If you take shots at wrong, don't speak. Just sit back, don't let your passion run into you. You're the brick wall, you're trapped. You're the poorest billionaire, but feel God's now at your back. Replacing God did with Jehovah did that. You've sold rocks to the community you claim to care about. Then sold a spiritual drug dealers with an image you rap. Now you sell a different drug as a new cycle pushes rock back. They push that BLM, scam down that white liberalist track. So your new sinners trying to be the Al Sharpton of rap. Big pimp into race pimp in attempt to stay relevant. Like your wife stripping for men at concerts, go quite better. You divide America, pushing the drug, white versus black. That's against victims oppressed by white cats. Being a billionaire's a victim. How do you cook that? 99% of white people like to eat like you have. Hove did nada, bro, is caca. Thinking he matter harder than just the fighter. Hove did nada, bro, is caca. Thinking he matter harder than just the fighter. He talks and he talks, must be on his own drugs. If he thinks he can compare himself to Jesus. He talks and he talks, must be on his own drugs. If he thinks he can compare himself to Jesus. First lock time for what's now legal in many states. You provide on who put them there in the first place. Push criminal justice reforms so criminals are out the same day. Shopliftings in New Jersey, walking in New York and LA. Voting rights and free school require IDs to vote as racist. Housing policies should be immune to neighborhood gangs and crime waves. Everybody knows what made you pick a neighborhood, that's why. Abandoning the haven protecting you from the weather outside. Down the dame that dashed your fame, rather betrayed and share bags. America's superior to other nations like Mike to other ball ass. America's the world power that makes it number one double. Thanks to Democrat policies, China will soon take that spot. And you don't want to know how they see people who look like us. They're colonizing Africa right now, but it's the white man you scared of. Not giving you a new boogeyman, just giving you tough love. Don't inhale hate anymore, distribute it for kick like drugs. Hove did nada, bro, is caca. Thinking he matter harder than just the fighter. Hove did nada, bro, is caca. Thinking he matter harder than just the fighter. He talks and he talks, must be on his own drugs. If he thinks he can compare himself to Jesus. He talks and he talks, must be on his own drugs. If he thinks he can compare himself to Jesus. Some people say a Christian should make songs like this. The same folks would diss you over the little lessons, but don't speak where Muslims move when their prophet get this. They love their God, I love my God, give equal courtesy and keep quiet. Nigeria is still corrupt, they still flee for America, the rest is never done. When Nigerians flee for America, if it's a racist hub, Jay, you still kicking rocks, the facts don't add up. I'm Nigeria right now and say it still sucks. The government should you have like a brief for voicing opinions. Churches are bomb, Christians are kill, kids kidnap for ransom. If I got a visit today, I'll be first up at America's door. Let's speak about what you don't understand. The idea of wisdom sucks. Why don't we switch countries since you think Nigeria's the bomb? Nigeria dropped an atomic bomb because they can't afford to buy one. So the government makes deal with raining bullets on their opposition. If the world didn't keep quiet about their atrocities that went on, perhaps Nigeria will be the Dubai of Africa or more, rather than the shithole where men are killed like bugs. Your Nigerian chiefs and fancy title makes you an ally of the prob. Huff did nada, bro is caca, thinking he matter harder than just the fatter. Huff did nada, bro is caca, thinking he matter harder than just the fatter. He talks and he talks, must be on his own drugs if he thinks he can compare himself to Jesus. He talks and he talks, must be on his own drugs if he thinks he can compare himself to Jesus. He talks and he talks, must be on his own drugs if he thinks he can compare himself to Jesus. He talks and he talks, must be on his own drugs if he thinks he can compare himself to Jesus. I'm nice, just ask my microphone. When I be on the mic, I'm internationally known. I change the game like Rakim, but I never grow old. Like Beethoven, my music is past, present, and future roll into one big ball that shines across the globe and never stops when the sun goes. See you tomorrow. I'm nice, the nicest MC you've ever known, and I don't glorify me, I glorify the first two. Be begotten of God the Father, so the rest can follow. The King of Kings made a song, yo, take my photo. Careful, don't burn your lamps, this is so much glow. I shine without ice and freeze folks with my flow. I'm nice, na 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 nice, na 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 nice. I'm nice, na 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 nice, na 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 nice. I'm nice, na 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 nice, na 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 nice. I'm nice, na 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 nice, na 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 nice on the mic. I'm the definition of a real MC. Real MC is love, just room and feel me. I've got fans you can't see and fans you can't see. Celestial beings get to moving when they hear my music. Angels saying bolding is an atmosphere for healing. Demons flee as sound waves ripple my music. My music have the savage beats like King David. Play music for some made devils that torment him. Flee like beating dogs still between their legs. Sniff, there's something about God's anointing mixed with music that creates something beyond words and music can describe in your lifetime, and I've got it. I'm nice, na 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 nice, na 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 nice. I'm nice, na 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 nice, na 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 nice. I'm nice, na 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 nice, na 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 nice. I'm nice, na 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 nice, na 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 nice on the mic. I'm nice. The blood flew through the wind like it was bound for this. The crowd dispensed like pigeons when the tiger got hit. The sniper strikes again, this was killed 16. Ever since spring hit, he put fear in citizens. Who was behind the killings? What was his motive? All the police know it's anyone can catch his notice. Anyone can just drop or casually stroll in and will find the bullets in their heads with no leads. The papers called him the sniper serial killer of Queens. He started on Queens that moved around New York City. Everyone was on edge cause they didn't know who his next victim will be. So many fled NYC. Sniper L's on all digital platforms. He goes pap 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 pap. Sniper L's on all digital platforms. He strikes from afar. Pap pap pap. Sniper L's on all digital platforms. No one knows the who, no one knows the why. Sniper L's on all digital platforms. He's looking for his next victim. It could be you or I. Johnny was the cop in charge of investigating the homicide, but how he discovered the sniper's identity? There was nothing he could find connecting the victims except they were all Caucasian, and that's it. Between crazy skull and the cops saying they did the kills and throws going calls from angles the shooter must have hit his superiors, breathing down his neck to be quick until one day he discovered drill rap music. He overheard facts only the cops and killer knew about the case. Sniper was the song's name out on all digital platforms, so they got the serial killer hit his face and race cause his motive was exterminating the white race. Sniper L's on all digital platforms. He goes pap 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 pap. Sniper L's on all digital platforms. He strikes from afar. Pap pap pap. Sniper L's on all digital platforms. No one knows the who, no one knows the why. Sniper L on all digital platforms. He's looking for his next victim. It could be you or I. Download more music by Alfred for free at music.alfred.vip.